Hello my friends and welcome to another first impressions video of Imperiums Greek Wars, which I think I missed the initial release of this, but the DLC has just come out and I was sent the game and DLC to have a look at. So, let's have a look. New game, customized world, ancient Greece, Peloponnese, Rome versus Carthage. Well, I guess we'll start with ancient Greece since it's the first one on the list. Number of players 28, 3 units per tile. Why wouldn't you click to reveal the map? Macedonia is a strong and powerful state with good future prospects suitable for beginners. Simple tutorial is available for this player. 50 to 60 minutes. 50 to 60 minutes for the tutorial! Wow. It's recommended that you play the tutorial before playing this faction. Alright. You actually scroll this across. Huh. Okay, well I'm going to put it to at least medium. By changing the game difficulty, the game features available in the game are also adjusted to suit the difficulty level. Okay. Let's go. I'm not going to play any game on beginner, but since I have no idea what I'm getting into here, I'll just put it on standard. Fortified defense positions on the opposite riverbank can slow an enemy army by years. Years! Okay. Graphics are set to maximum.
Sparta and Athens have a venerable presence that has shaped our history, and neither will easily yield their place. Though Sparta lost its dominance a few decades ago after an earthquake, leading to Messenia breaking away, and defeat under Theban spears, underestimating their will for reascendance would be a mistake. Military tradition is in their blood. They will not settle for second place at the Olympiad, nor diplomatic table, much less the battlefield. Athenian presence now stretches from Attica to far-flung colonies along our sea. They also control the Delian League. However, many allies resent Athenian hubris and treatment of them as slave nations. Outright rebellion may be nigh as other states seek to undermine them. Yet, while Sparta and Athens influenced our culture for centuries, another rival enters the amphitheater for the final act. Young Philip has taken the throne in Macedonia, his brother the king having recently fallen against barbarians. Though his fledgling kingdom struggles, Philip is fearless and ambitious. Oracles have prophesied that Hellenes will learn how one man can change the history of so many.
All right. Okay, just some plot here. I always sort of hate walls of text at the beginning of a game, but I would say that as a historical game, if you've never studied the history, then it might be quite useful. But I have some knowledge of the history of ancient Greece, so... Okay. The tutorial panel will be displayed on the left side of the screen. Okay. End the turn and let other players make their moves. Okay, so... yeah, it seems to be fairly obvious. Select one of your map items by simply clicking on it, of course. This tutorial's very simple to start with, I guess. There's a huge amount going on the interface. This reminds me of EU4. Okay, some of this tutorial stuff is overtly simple. Keep expanding the borders of your lands. You'll need a proper road network if you plan to build an empire worthy of name. Okay, well, building roads is very very Civilization-esque. This is really reminding me of old Civ right now. The first turn is almost over. Wow, there's a lot of resources to consider, it would seem. State decisions. Okay, this is feeling very much like Civ. Not necessarily a bad thing. I've always been a fan of Civilization style games. Though they take a lot of... My main issue with Civilization style games is they just take a lot of time to really do anything. More often than not. Just build roads everywhere. That's really Civ as well. We have received some very unsettling news. The Dardian tribes are marching towards our northern border. Let's start in the south. Luckily there's a unit stationed in Aigai. They can be fortified within the sea. So I guess borders are porous. Yeah, they just move. Different army and unit types are suited to different terrains. Every assault lowers the defensibility of the defender. Okay, so battles are just automatic. Our cavalry unit didn't win any major victory for us, we lost the element of surprise. How do you... How do you see how many action points it's got left? Here we go, 4 out of 14. Triumph! You know, battles are usually like the most important part of any game like this, but it seems to me it's very difficult to tell. Like, units just have very basic attack values of, like, say here, we've got 2 attack, 2 defense. And it's going to take some time to understand the units, I think. This is an army, but an army can build a town, apparently. Which I find that sort of kind of confusing. You are now a founder of cities. So this is a settler. But it's armies that build towns, not settlers? By building a new city, the nomad unit was spent and cannot be used anymore. Okay, so it's like the worker. It's just named differently, but it's like the worker-builder split, or settler-engineer split. Oh, the settler can build cities too. Build a road all the way to the gold mine, but the gold mine is right there. Got some left click, right click nonsense going on here. Birth rate support. Okay. Okay, here, trade is down here. The interface, there's just so many buttons going on, and I'm sure once you get used to it, it will be, you know, as with all Civilization and EU4 type games, this is more closer to Civilization than EU4. It's just going to take some time to get used to everything. I don't know, how much food do you want me to offer? Surplus 3.9. So I guess we'll go with 3. How do you know? Like, how do you know whether your offer is good or not? The battles are kind of cheesy. Gonk, gonk, gonk. These like waiting for the other teams to take their turns. I wonder if there's a way to speed it up. Or actually, it looked at the top like there was actually a way to speed it up. Okay, the deal was signed. Although I'm pretty sure I asked for 5 gold, but maybe the tutorial just corrected it. Ask for peace. Or beg for peace. We have a good position, a stone's throw away from Dardian. We should hold it for as long as possible. Bilateral treaties that bind both sides to mutual collaboration. Build defense improvement in the city. Okay. Train units. There's a whole lot of stuff that you can do. Lots of tile improvements. This is very, very, very like Civ to me. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, Civ is a great game. So, if you want a Greek-themed Civ, then this might be right up your street. Hey, strategic zoom! There also appears to be a supply system. Okay, finally get to have a look at the research tree. There's also a very, very Civ-like research tree. Let's see if you can speed up the enemy turns. Even this screen where it goes through all the guys reminds me of Civ. Greek civilization. Skip the animation. Close the presentation of the opponent's actions. Ah, you can just skip all that. Great. I mean, you really don't need to see what other people are doing. The only stuff that really matters is what's happening on your borders. The peace offer was rejected by Athens. Oh, the game crashed. Yikes. Hello, welcome. I'm back. The game crashed, but it does make a save game every turn, so no progress was really lost as such. Now it's just will it crash again or will it be fine? I mean, very, very complicated games can occasionally just randomly crash, so it's not really a big concern for me. Unless it keeps happening. Oh, this is way back. Of course, it's BC dates, so it's a little bit confusing. They get lower as you go further along, not higher. But it does appear to save every turn, so I mean, if you have a crash, it's not the biggest of big deals. You know, as I said, once again, as long as the game actually carries on without any trouble, and that it doesn't crash every time. Okay, let's see if we can just skip this. Is this really where I was up to? I'm pretty sure that this was the beginning of the tutorial. I guess the latest save is this one. It's kind of confusing, actually, if you haven't settled into the game date system. I'd actually rather it just show the real date and time of when you played the game. I find that information is more useful than actually the in-game date and time. Although, you can always just have both. There's no reason why you can't just have both. Okay, this is where we were. We're back. We proposed peace, and they were like, "Oh, get wrecked." Now, let's see if this turn ends correctly. You can see I'm going much faster already because I'm starting to settle into the game now. Okay, now let's see what happens. Let's see if I can skip this. Okay. Peace was rejected. Okay, alright, I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, I mean, it's Greek Civ, so if you liked Civ and you want something a little bit different, then go ahead and grab this. And if you didn't like Civ, then you're probably not gonna like this. It's that simple, really. As for the crash, I mean, it happens, especially with very complicated games. But it does save your progress every turn, so I didn't lose anything except like 1 minute reloading the game. So, not the biggest deal, but certainly not like the greatest sign that a game crashes after half an hour of play during the tutorial. There's no way to sort of bring up a... So the tutorial actually prevents you from looking at or really doing anything, but I'm going to presume that, you know, you just build units out of your cities like you do in Civ. Okay. My newly restored cavalry unit. Encourage your troops with your general. Just simply touching the land changes who owns it. It's hard to know. It's one thing that's, you know, it's hard to know whether you will succeed or not, really. Attacker army morale is below average. Attacker general morale is 105%. Attack withdrawal chance 40%. I don't know if it's deliberately vague, but I mean, I had no idea that that was going to win. Okay. Okay. It wants me to click self-heal for this unit. There's 2 units in this tile, but it doesn't seem obvious how you switch between them. Okay, this is the other unit, but I had to actually scroll through all my units to select it. could not find an easy way to select the other unit in the same tile. Oh, there was a way there. Double click. Okay, alright. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now, the publisher actually said that if you guys have a load of questions or whatever, then the developer can actually come and talk to you guys. So, I'd drop all your questions about this game in the comments if you have any. But I think that is going to be it for now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.